Shalom, I'm the brother Kadar Malak. Before I start this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Makakodash. I want to give double honors to my elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, which will taught me this truth, and many other brothers this truth. I want to say peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, to the sincere Akim, pushing this truth with all truth and sincerity, that's staying diligent, and I just want to bring out another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, and as you can see, it's about war. All right, the war against Esau. Because what Esau wants to fight against the Lord, which Esau is the so-called white man, according to the scripture, and he wants to fight against the Lord. All right, and all these things are prophecy. So without further ado, I'm just getting straight into the lesson. All right, this is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 2. I'm going to start at 1. And it says, "For behold, in those days, and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations, and will bring them down into the Valley of Jehoshaphat, and I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom have scattered among the nations and parted my land." All right, so the Lord is going to bring all these nations into the Valley of Jehoshaphat, which when you look into the word Jehoshaphat in Hebrew, is Yahweh Shabbat, which Yahweh is the Heavenly Father's name, and Shabbat is just judgment. All right, so the Lord is going to bring them to His judgment. All right, so Jehoshaphat is the Most High's judgment. All right, and we all we know through the scripture that the judgment is going to be nuclear destruction. All right, but it's also going to be part of that is going to be that curse on earth. It's those chariots, man. All right, what people like to call UFOs, but they're known in the scripture as the chariots, or that the angels ride in the vehicles. All right, so the Lord is going to gather all these nations in the Middle East. All right, the Lord is going to gather all these nations in the Middle East, and it's just going to go down. All right, because what Esau has this thing in his mind that he's not going to go down without a fight. But what Yahweh Shah is going to have to put the spirit on him to fight, man. Because, hey, man, when they see these chariots coming, hey, they're not going to want any problems, All right, chariots are going to come blasting shit away. Let's just say that. All right, but what the Lord is going to put the spirit on Esau to fight, just like He put the spirit on Pharaoh in Egypt. He hardened Pharaoh's heart. So the Lord is going to harden Esau, man. Esau is not going to try to go down without a fight, because this is his rulership. All right, but the Lord is going to gather these nations and destroy them. All right, He's going to destroy them. All right, hey, when you look at the news, we know these things are going to pop off in the Middle East. All right, well, you have Iran, you have Syria, Iraq. All right, they're all gearing up for war. They're running to Russia. Pursuant to the book of Jeremiah, I believe the 50th chapter. That's what they're going to do. Be a guard into them. Russia's going to be a guard to these nations. So what? Yeah, man. Esau is going to try to fight against the Lord, man. All right. This is prophecy, but he's not going to prevail. All right. So let me jump to Habakkuk real quick. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2. And it says, "And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it shall surely come, it will not tarry." All right. So these things are for the appointed time, man. All right, all these things, man, is on the Most High's time, But hey, well, we know through the Spirit, hey, this time is going to come, Lord willing, to be this year, so-called 2019, but it says what, all these visions, it says that we speak, it shall not lie. All right, it says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it shall surely come and will not tarry. All right. So, hey, this is a prophecy All right, that the Esau is going to try to fight against the Lord, man. You know, though it tarry, it should not tarry, man. Though people think it's not going to happen, or they don't see it coming no time in their life, it's going to catch everyone by surprise, man. All right, these things are going to come. All right, but what? Let's get Revelation 1 and 7. All right, Revelation chapter 1 verse 7. And it says, "Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so are mine." All right, so what? Who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, whose real name is Jehoshaphat, he's going to come on a chariot. All right, the same thing that took him into the spiritual realm, which is the chariots. That's how he's going to come back. All right, smashing on these nations, man. All right, because what? That's where it's going to go down. There, you're going to have all these nations warring against each other, but they're going to look up, and it's going to be the Lord coming to take over. You know, here it is. They're fighting for land that doesn't even belong to him. All right, and then Yahushua going to come and get what belongs to him, man, which is the earth. You know, that he and the angels created. So he's going to gather all these nations up and destroy them, man. And there's nothing more beautiful than that, man. All right, that's just beauty, man. That's just all out beauty, man. All right. So let me jump to Revelation 12, chapter 12 and 7. Come on. And it says, and there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, which the dragon represents Esau, all right, the so-called white man and his kingdoms. And it says, and the dragon fought against the angels and prevailed not, neither was their place found anymore in heaven. All right, you hear that? So what? The angels, which Michael is the archangel, he's going to lead the war. All right, and they fought against the dragon, all right, the so-called white man. But what? Esau prevailed not. All right, Esau prevailed not, man. So what? He's not. It's not like he's gonna win. You know, you're not gonna win against no angelic force. Okay, he's just gonna be flat out destroyed. Okay, let's get Isaiah. All right, Isaiah, the 14th chapter. Isaiah 14 and 12, and it says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken nations?" All right, which is the so-called white man again. All right, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken nations? It says, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into the heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the northern America. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. It says, they that see shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble and didst weaken nations? You know? So the white man is being brought down, because we know what? You take it just 2,000 years back, or whatever time you want to take back, you know? Well, I'm not going to say whatever time you want to take back. Just take it 100 years back, a few hundred years back. But Esau was, you know, at his all-time high, you know. But over the years, what, he's beginning to fall. All right, he's beginning to fall. He's not strong as he thought he was, you know. Well, I believe it was Joel 3 and 3. I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Let the weak say I'm strong, man. All right, no one's looking at Esau as a threat anymore. You know, because what, these other countries, they have missiles. You know, they're ready to go to war too. All right. So let me jump to the Second Esdras. All right, Second Esdras, the 13th chapter, and it says, yes, Second Esdras 13 and 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea. All right, when you look into the word, I believe sea. In the Hebrew is Shemaiah, which means heavens. All right, so it says, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof, And I beheld, and lo, that man that waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, which is talking about the Lord Yahushua. He's coming with the angels, thousands of them. And it says, and when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen unto him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they that burned that heard his voice, like as the earth felleth when it filleth, like as the earth felleth when it filleth the fire. Okay, it says, and after this I behold, lo, there was a gathered together a multitude of men out of the number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. All right. So what is Esau? Here it is, trying to subdue our Lord Yahushua, which he's going to come out of the heavens. All right, the sky. All right, the sea. It's not talking about the actual sea. It's talking about the heavens. You know. All right. So it says, but and I behold, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, and flew upon it. But I will have seen the region or place where without the hill was graven. I could not be, so because the chariot was so big, but Ezra couldn't tell where it started or ended. You know. All right. So Esau, you can stop with your boasting, man. All right. The Lord is gonna come with the thousands and thousands of angels and destroy you, all right, and bring your spirit back in the kingdom, and you're going to be in slavery, all right. And those who try to make it, like the Rothschild, the elites, they're going to try to hide in their bunkers, all right. You're going to be the first fruit of slaves, man, all right, if you make it, okay, all right. So, hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I don't want to continue to drag the lesson on. You know, but I'm going to end it with that, man. So till next time, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakodash. Double honor to my elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.